It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with your Aquarius season astrology video reading. I'm just putting you guys on game with this one. We're not doing like the individual. I don't even know why I'm shuffling, but habits, you know. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising. So, instantly there's something about muscle memory coming through. And that makes sense because Aquarius is a season of I know. And so welcome. What does your body know? And that makes sense coming out of Capricorn season, I do, into I know. And so I feel like there is, there's some muscle memories that coming up. Some subconscious habits and patterns and things that you like involuntarily do that I feel like you're going to start noticing, or people are going to be pointing out to you, your friends are pointing out to you stuff that you don't realize that you do, maybe like just by muscle memory. An update in our muscle memory, our update in our knowing. And that knowing is going to inform our believing. 1:11 on the clock. Thank you. And then that believing is going to start to inform who we are, because you don't know who you are until you know what you believe in. Pisces, Aries. It's happening. It's percolating. So be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising. Patreon gets everything first. Patreon.com/justjeverything. I just felt somebody like, ooh, her nails. Yes. Anyway, I'll still let you see them. For free content, check out my Instasham at justj_everything, TikTok at justjeverything, and for other dope shit that I do, my website, justjeverything.com. So, welcome to Aquarius season, baby. Like I said, the sign of I know, and this is all about motherfucking freedom. Freedom. And also like time to really visualize what is your ideal life. Or what is your ideal professional life? What's your ideal career? What's your ideal relationship? Your ideal, circle of friends? This is a time to get community minded, but also understanding that as above, so below, as within, so without. So there is this, like, whatever is manifesting externally is based on the internal. And so build, what's going on with your internal community? Let your organs be your organs are your squad. They're your first squad. And so tending to the physical body, and not for vanity, either Leo, shadow of Aquarius, opposite of Aquarius, but because you know better. Tending to your physical body and really evaluating, why do I do what I do when I know what I know? But in Aquarius season, there is some sort of internal revolt or revolution, or your inner rebel is going to start rising to the surface. This is also a time to dive deeper into technology and science and the art, or the line between science and spirituality, the correlations, the connections between the divine and science. Science is the language of the divine. Equality coming up. Aquarius season's gonna really be bringing in those freedom fighters, because this is a future-oriented time. And that's why Aquarians get these bad raps about being so emotionally detached. It's like and Aquarians often can envy people who envy like that Leo energy, where it's like you get to be young, wild, and free and out, and everything's just plentiful and abundant, because we're entering an Aquarius season where it's the dead of winter. And as a species, when it's the dead of winter, we have to get community minded. We have to band together so we can fucking survive winter, fam. Like, that's what this is all about. And so Sagittarians are cold and detached. They are focused, like they're forced to focus on surviving. And eventually, the older that they get, transmuting that, or turning that surviving into thriving, and allowing themselves to thrive. So on January 20th, Aquarius gets the sun, and we seek out the freedom to explore our individuality, this freedom to explore our weirdness, to be our whole fucking just like alien selves. On January 21st, we have the new moon in Aquarius. You know, I'll do my best to do a separate video on it. I probably will. And with this is with the new moon in Aquarius, it's really a time to look at how can you break free of your social conditionings. So after the 20th, the company that you keep is going to be shifting. Things are supposed to be getting more social, more interactive. You're going to be relating to people more. New people coming in. Venus is in Aquarius right now. And Venus attracts. So she's going to be attracting in people with different mindsets and people with different lifestyles and people who are going to be exposing you to just different trains of thought and exposing you to different cultures, different opportunities to expand and enhance your knowing. On January 22nd, so it's like bam, bam, bam. On January 22nd, Uranus goes direct, and that kicks off the all planets direct until April 21st when Mercury retrogrades in Taurus season. And so there is this preparation. You may be feeling a bit of urgency. Saturn is in Aquarius still, so dad's home. You know, there's just like that we got to get our shit together and but also express ourselves and be individuals and you know what I mean, but straighten up and fly right in some sort of way. And straighten up and band together so we can straighten up and fly right. And I just it's also like birds of a feather flock together. It's time to find your birds. It's time to find your flock. You know, and that's what's coming in. I feel like, and in order for you to find your flock, that may mean Ace of Swords. You know, you may have to cut it. Some people's prices may be too high, and you have to cut it. Also, that could be a thing. My energy is expensive at this altitude of life. Like, hey, what's going on? Shout out to Rio for that one. At this altitude of life, what do we know now? We've been to the mountaintop in Capricorn season. There's this, and we've breathed the rarefied air up there. And at this altitude of life, complete the sentence. What are we not tolerating anymore? What are we standing up for? What are we welcoming in? What are we generating for ourselves? What are we initiating? What are we allowing ourselves to know and do and create at this altitude of life? On January 26th, Venus goes into Pisces where she is exalted and life gets dreamy and there's love galore and things are all wanting to be ooey gooey, and you may have, things may get really fantastical in your mind, your dream life, really going crazy, intuition really ramping up. There's your desire for partnership and your desire for God. I forgot, I didn't forget this, but I forget sometimes that I know that soulmate used to just mean God. When people said soulmate, they were referring to God. And now soulmate means a person. It means another person. And now y'all motherfuckers done fucked around and created twin flames, which is some whole bullshit created out of evangelical fucking culty white women who are just misleading people. There's no such thing as a twin flame. Why can't you just be whole in yourself? Stop that. Anyway, on February 1st, Neptune is direct, thank God, in Pisces and will be squaring the North Node in Taurus. And it feels like your fantasies and how you wish things are arm wrestling your actual fucking purpose and the 3D and the real and what's mine and what's your possessions, money, your fantasies versus your funds. Oh, fantasies versus funds. Because there's definitely am I putting the funds behind this? Am I investing in my dreams? Am I investing in my purpose? Am I investing in myself? How am I, it's time to look at your budget, look at your money, look at your affairs, but also look at your energetic budget. I woke up with 7 fucks today and I have 10 things to do. And so how have I been divvying up my fucks so I can accomplish all the things that I know I need to get done and initiate this new beginning for myself. So around the 1st of February, I do feel like there will be another kind of like reality check in regards to like your purpose, in regards to your trajectory in life. So don't be confused about all like the new avenues of information coming to you. It's like at all ends. It just may feel like what's going on. On February 5th, we have the full moon in Leo, and that, I'll do a separate video, that is all about releasing what's dulling, releasing what's dimming your shine. You got this little light, and it's your responsibility to like keep the flame going through the dead of winter, through Pisces season, into Aries season, where like, wow, you get a whole new fucking candle. It's like your candle got burned down all the way to like, you just been holding on. 11/11, I just saw it. You've just been waiting to make this wish. Aries season comes in. It's just like, wish. Here's, you wishing for stuff down here. What I'm about to give you, Jupiter and Aries, is all the way up here. Anyway, so speaking of Jupiter, on February 7th, Jupiter in Aries will be semi-sextiling the North Node in Taurus, and that's a lucky as fuck boost. It's like where Neptune gave you the reality check, Jupiter is like, okay, here, boo. Like, here's the, just cause that forehead kiss from like the divine. On February, jeez. On Mercury is still direct right now, oh my God. On February 11th, Mercury will be direct finally, and will already, why can't I talk? Excuse me. On February 11th, Mercury will be leaving Capricorn and going into Aquarius. Mercury goes direct on January 18th though. So, I was just giving unnecessary words. And Mercury going into Aquarius, I feel like it's going to expose the areas in your life where you've been starved for some kind of newness, or like it's going to color your thoughts with this daring energy, this curiosity, this seeking energy, becoming a seeker, seeking originality too, within yourself, within others. But also, Mercury going into Aquarius is like, wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow thoughts. When I'm with you, all I get is wild thoughts. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow thoughts. I don't know where that came through, but I do feel like wild thoughts. What? And I'm going to pull a card just because my hands can't help it. There's that muscle memory again. But astrologically, I just feel like, what? I swear. The Ace of Swords and the Five of Cups, with the Four of Cups on the bottom of the deck. This Aquarius season, the way that these planets are set up, and definitely check, you know, like where, according to your rising sign, where all these things are happening. So because I'm like, for instance, for me, I'm a Libra rising. And so right now, that means I have Aquarius on the 5th house. And, so right now I have Saturn there, and I have the sun will be moving in there, and then, you know what I mean? So like check and see where Aquarius, what's going on with Aquarius in your chart, so you can put yourself on game. But what astrologically is happening is there, Ace of Swords, the sword of truth is coming in to cut through this darkness, this heaviness, this melancholy, this depression, anxiety, the issues that you're having with the Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, the issues that you're having receiving. There's blessings from the front to the back. The Ace of Cups indicated in the Four of Cups. So there's all this new information that's coming in that's going to be forcing us to look at our relationship to receiving, looking at our relationship to feeling worthy of love, feeling worthy of abundance, prosperity, of the influx of love, the depth of our spirituality that's calling to us, the depths of the depth or intensity of new relationships that are going to be coming in. There may be somebody with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements coming into your life that's really going to be breathing in a breath of fresh air. I feel like there are powerful conversations, aha moments, truths being revealed that are meant to empower you, getting you to like get your head out of the sand, get your head out of your hands, to look forward, to be willing to see. It feels very like, hey, like, get up here. What's up? What's for you is ahead of you. You don't need to be spending too much time back there unless you're exploring it with a professional or doing it, for, very spiritual basis or reasons. But if you're just hanging out in the Five of Cups just to hang out in the Five of Cups, no. The divine's about to come in and like really like yoke your ass up, honestly. So I'm giving you a heads up now. For those of you who are melancholic and you like it, that's coming up to be evaluated. Just letting you know. Those of us who are struggling with like protection, the way that like our relationship to spiritual or emotional protection, the way that we guard ourselves. Some of us have been like, he's stuck looking at the Three Cups that have spilled. He's ignoring the Ace of Cups because he's looking at the Three Cups that are there from the past. So there could be some issues with like infidelity, cheating, drinking, issues with third-party relationships, issues with monogamy, issues with polyamory, issues with like non-consensual stuff. There may be somebody with Aries, Leo, Aries or Scorpio placements that damn. Okay. I love y'all, so I'm going to give you this. Mars is direct now in Gemini, and Mars will be going into Cancer in Pisces season, I believe. And the current emotional and spiritual foundation will be rocked, is being rocked probably already for some of us. It's being rocked. It's just like what is not working, where we've been ignoring ourselves, we've been ignoring our truths, we've been clinging to the past, and the divine is done with us missing these Ace of Cups, missing these new opportunities because are afraid of change? That's coming inevitably. And so there is something that's taking us, like it's going from the Four of Cups, sudden change, sudden disruption, to suddenly being prepared to be to be with your divine counterpart. There's something here about like a power couple. The Empress and the Emperor together are a power couple, in tarot. And so there's definitely some sort of revolutionary love. And I feel like the revolutionary love is birthed from like a place of anger. It's also, I feel like some of you, there's like connections that are going to come in that you're not going to have to work so hard. You're not going to have to work hard for these connections. You're not going to have to work hard for it to feel like family. You're not going to have to work hard for money or stability or prosperity. It's like a table is being prepared before you. And there is this profound new knowing that's coming in that we all need to understand, that the Ace of Swords is going to require us to put down it's going to require you to look up from what you've been currently like tormenting yourself about. This heaviness, the The trials, the tribulations, the loss, the grief, all of it. It wasn't meant to weigh you down. It was meant to be fuel. This is not a real cloak. It's actually a jetpack. All this dark, feminine, powerful, painful, angsty, fucking, all-encompassing energy, that's power there. And if you don't know what to do with it, it'll just weigh you down until you learn how to transmute this darkness into the fuel that it's always meant to be. And what's coming in are people that are going to be like, remind you, hey, this was supposed to be temporary. You know that this weighted blanket that you're carrying around is it's meant to weigh you down and be like still enough so you will evaluate, so you'll process this. But you're coming into that point. You're getting into schism mode. You know how I feel about this card. Promise I won't cry over spilt milk. Give me a paper towel. And the instructions on how to grab the paper towel are coming in. I feel like there's also interactions coming in that are going to remind you, hey, there's still 2 cups here, right? There's still all this opportunity for love, for togetherness, for fulfillment, for equal exchange, right? If you would stop allowing yourself to just focus on how everything went wrong, you'd have the energy to shoot your shot and see what could go right. But the divine's coming in and providing us instructions and interactions that are going to help us cross this emotional bridge. They're going to help us get over whatever this is. There's something about getting over something and being in a position where we feel worthy of wearing the crown that the divine is trying to hand us. But we will be required to turn our back on what's no longer serving you, and especially the angst from 2021. Specifically, there's something that's been a pain point, and I feel like you get to finally turn your back on it and move something. I love you. We got this.